This is the Culture Studio. We are live on BBC Radio Scotland, and it's the time we've been waiting for. Time for some live music. I'm really delighted that we're finishing today's show in some style with live music from Jessie Ware. Her first album, Devotion, was Mercury nominated. She was also up for a couple of Brit and Mobo Awards last year. And her second album, Tough Love, is about to come out, and Jessie is in our studio in Glasgow. Jessie, a very warm welcome to the programme.
Hiya.
Oh, it's lovely to have you here. Gosh, we've just been in the water there. I'm feeling all refreshed. You're going to do a couple of songs for us, and the first one is the new single, Say You Love Me, co-written with Ed Sheeran. Yes. Tell us how that came about.
I was finishing off my album in New York. I was very lucky this time, and I got to kind of move around, and I did a bit of it in London and a bit of it in LA and New York, and we thought we'd kind of finished the album, and we felt like something was just missing, and Ed was in town, and one of my producers had worked with him on a song that's on his record called Don't, and he was just like, look, Ed's in town, he's doing Saturday Night Live, which was kind of a big TV show there, and he's up for writing. And I said, okay, cool. He says he can only do the afternoon because he's got rehearsals, and I said, well, look, let's just have him round for a cup of tea and see how it goes. And so he came round to my producer's flat, which is also a studio, and it just worked, and we wrote the song in about kind of 45 minutes.
That's insane.
It was insane, and it isn't always like that at all, but no. it worked, and there was a chemistry, and I learned a lot from him in that short time, and it's been such a pleasure, and I'm so proud to talk about the fact that I got to work with him, because I just think he's brilliant.
Fab. Well, thank you for providing the backstory.
That's all right.
So whenever you're ready, this is great. Live music, live session here on BBC Radio Scotland. Jessie Ware and the new single, Say You Love Me.
Say you love me to my face. I'm needing more than your embrace. Just say you want me. That's all it takes. Hearts getting torn from your mistakes. 'Cause I don't wanna fall in love if you don't wanna try. But all that I've been thinking of is maybe that you might. And baby, it looks as though we're running out of words to say, and love's floating away. Just say you love me, just for today, and don't give me time, 'cause that's not the same. Want to feel burning flames when you say my name. And I want to feel passion flow into my bones, like blood through my veins. 'Cause I don't wanna fall in love if you don't wanna try. But all that I've been thinking of is maybe that you might. And baby, it looks as though we're running out of words to say, and love's floating away. Won't you stay? Yeah. Won't you stay? Yeah. Slowly, slowly, you want for me, but do you know me at all? 'Cause someone told me love comes if you don't wanna try. But all that we're thinking of is maybe that you might. And baby, it looks as though we're running out of words to say, and love's floating away. Won't you stay? Yeah. Won't you stay?
Just gorgeous, live and unplugged. What a beautiful voice. Jessie Ware singing for us here in the Culture Studio. That's the new single, Say You Love Me. Thank you for that.
Thank you.
Oh, and it started the show way back at 2:05 with Chaka Khan. And I know that she's one of many fabulous women whose music you have enjoyed. Yeah, it must be tough though, I guess, just absolutely channeling that thing, particularly when it's quite emotional songs. Do you try to just get into the zone?
You know, it's a funny thing because that's the first time we've ever done it acoustically.
Yeah.
And, you know, you've got the added pressure of kind of having all these red lights on. So you kind of, you want to feel it. But I feel like this song is so new to me still.
Yeah.
And that's really exciting. So you just never know what's going to happen. So there's kind of raw, excited emotion that, and yeah, you do try and get into it. And I believe everything that I'm singing about, which really helps.
Well, it's so refreshing in the days of autotune and everything. I think people just really enjoy hearing it absolutely live.
Yeah, a little bit of wide tuning never hurt anybody, did it? Yeah.
Exactly. And I'm also intrigued by the fact that, as you said, you know, the song came to fruition very, very quickly in under an hour, writing with Ed Sheeran, all of that, none of that planned. And yet, clearly it is. This is a song that means a lot to you, isn't it? So you clearly had a lot of stuff going on in your head that came out quite quickly.
You know, yeah, I think it's a funny old thing, writing an album and then kind of wanting to do your best, but also, to be honest, the story behind this song is that I didn't really know why we were writing this song. It just felt so instinctive. And then now that I sing it, it has this new meaning to me, kind of like if the listener was listening to it and they, you know, associate it with a, you know, past memory or something that's happening to them. But for me, it harks back to something before that I didn't even know that I was writing it about, which is kind of a bizarre thing about songwriting. They can.
Have you got married? You're married now.
Yeah, I got married like 3 weeks ago.
Oh gosh, congratulations!
Thank you.
Congratulations! But you know, all relationships, ups and downs. So maybe that song reflecting in that. But it's a bit like going to a shrink or something. You don't realise what's going on, and out it pours.
Yeah, absolutely, totally.
Cheaper than going to a shrink. You have to pay for it, and people will buy the records. Result. You are. I think you're in some kind of category of one as a singer, a songwriter, and as a performer. Somebody who in a previous life worked as a sports journalist for a newspaper. Jessie Ware, you have to explain this.
I wanted to be. I was obsessed with Manchester United. And I wanted to be a football journalist. So when I was about 16, I did my work experience and I did it for the Mirror, a sport. And I had this amazing journalist called Darren Williams who let me shadow him. And I was extended for another week because they thought I was doing quite well. And that's what I wanted to do. And my father's a journalist for the BBC, actually.
He did Panorama and stuff?
Yeah, he does Panorama and stuff. So I think I got the kind of bug from him, but I think I've made the right decision doing this, maybe, because I don't think I was a very good journalist.
Oh, you get something to fall back on. Not that you're going to use it. That is
I'll be a scathing music journalist who writes bad reviews all the time.
Oh, absolutely. Well, you're going to do another second and final song for us. What is this one?
This one's called Tough Love.
Brilliant. Thank you very much.
Just before, can I just say hi to Paul Buchanan, who I think's listening? So hi, Paul. It's nice to be in Glasgow. I love it here.
Lovely. Thank you very much.
All right. This is Tough Love. It's already the time that you hold my mind. It's true. And I've been thinking about what to say or not to do. So you wanna be a man about it, do you? pieces. That's when you won't be able to recognize this feeling. But that's called tough love. That's called tough love. That's called tough love. That's called tough love. Now in the middle of the night, all I think about is you. I tread in all your clouds of glory, it's true. So you wanna be a man about it? Do you have to? And have you figured out all you wanted? Have you? When your heart becomes a million different pieces, that's when you won't be able to recognize this feeling. But that's called tough love. That's called tough love. That's called tough love. That's called tough love. You'll have me crying out for more. 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 But that's called tough love. That's called tough love. Yeah, that's called tough love. That's called tough love.
That's Jessie Ware live here on BBC Radio Scotland and Tough Love. Another emotional one, Jessie.
I know, I'm such a big ball of emotional. Yeah, God, bore. I'm like a Debbie Downer, sorry.
No, you're not at all. We like a bit of emotion on this show. So it's the right time of afternoon for that too. I have to say, actually, on a completely different note, I know you're about to go off into Europe and the States and all the rest of it. And I was reading about you having it must be the fun side of what you do, having fun taking part in the Polish X Factor, appearing there.
Yeah, that was fun. I was asked to sing. So in the final of the Polish X Factor, they asked me to duet with one of the finalists.
Yeah.
And I had to sing Wildest Moments. And I got really competitive about it because I got to choose the contestant that I got to sing with. And I chose the guy with the crazy eyes who was like really good. But I was like, I think he's going to win. And we did a rehearsal and I got the rehearsal completely wrong. And poor guy was having to sing Wildest Moments in my key. And he kept on being like, Jessie, do you know this? And I was like, dude, I've got it. Don't worry about it. I've got it. And I was really worried that I was going to mess it up for him. But he won. And so I was very competitive because there were there was a girl called Ella Eyre there and she was singing with another contestant and we found out that he won and I was like screaming in my dressing room being
the air.
I was like a loud and I was very, very competitive and very happy that he won.
How fab. Oh, Tales from the Road. What an extraordinary thing to do. Thank you very much, Jessie, for popping in. I know you're dead busy, but good luck with everything.
Pleasure. Thank you so much.
Cheers. Jessie Ware there. Thank you.